Got an iPhone 5 today, and we are replacing the digitizer connector. I do a lot of prepping before I do these videos to try to keep them short, so I already wrapped it in capping tape. We're going to do what's called a cold swap today. Get in here and look what's going on. Customer got their phone repaired, dropped it, and then they got lines on the screen. Where we at? And you can see that the digitizer connector has seen better days. So what's going on is the digitizer connector is not holding strong, and so when you drop the phone, it slips. So they're got lines and drop touch. So we're going to replace this for them today. The LCD connector looks fine. It has a little bit of wear. It's a little more stout. So let's pull it off. I'm going to try to get this camera as best as I can, since I'm not using the microscope for this. I'm not going to be able to see a lot. Try to turn this out of the way if I can. I got to set up my equipment a little better so I can get some better recording footage in here. Back that up. I can use this. Too much noise. So I'm going to place my board in the vise that I'm saving. My donor board, not going to be so gracious with, so I'll line it up here. You can do drag soldering, which most people do. Seems to take longer that way. This is the way I've always done it. And this is if you don't have the part in stock. You got parts boards, you can pull them right off a parts board this way. This does not damage the connector. You can pull them off without warping them. If you try to use a hot air rework station, though, you will melt the part. That's direct heat. This is a radiant heat when you use the hot air gun. As long as I'm lined up, it shouldn't take too long to heat. So like I said, this is a radiant heat, so the board you're working on, you typically don't want to go over 3 minutes. This is 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit that it's blowing out. So you definitely want to cover anything that you're not soldering so you don't damage it. You can burn components out with this method if you're not careful. You want to have about 3 inches between your board and the bottom of your gun. Either I'm not lined up or I'm more than 3 inches out. That's about right. Now when I'm taking it off, I don't use flux, so when I go to put it back on, I will. Alright, solder's starting to melt, so it should be coming off here real soon. Blew away. Alright, so we have our new part off of our donor board. Just leave it set aside for now. We got to pull the part off of our board that we're repairing. And I will bring it back to the microscope when we're all done to check the joints, because we may have to touch them up a little bit with our soldering gun. But this method is meant to be, fast. It shouldn't take you, I want to say, more than 10 minutes to do it, maybe 15. Hopefully the GoPro here gives you a close enough view. I need to get a camera for when I'm using this station, so you guys can get some better images. Off a little bit, and alright, so should be ready to come off here in a second now. And this, like I said, if it's taking too long, kill your heat. Check your placement to make sure you're directly under the gun. Need to tighten it up a little bit. It's kind of a wobbly. Actually, just knocked the component off. But that's easy to put back on. It's not a problem. Alright. I'm going to check my placement here under my heat. This is taking a little too much time for my liking. There it comes. Alright. Alright, kill the heat. Now let's place our new one on. Let's get the scope back out here. This is when you'll use the scope to line it up, and you'll carefully place it back under your heat. is going to be severely hot. Usually I let the board cool down, but for time's sake, I'm not going to. Where are we at? Zoom out a little bit, see what we're working with. Now we can tint these pads a little bit, which I will do. So we have enough solder to grab our new part. And can you see? You can't see that thing. What's going on here? Oh. I'm going to turn on my fume extractor though when laying solder. Can't seem to focus it all at the same time. Using leaded tin. More flux. There you go. Alright, let's grab our new digitizer connector, line her up. And you want to line it up as best as you can. You don't have to be too picky, but fairly picky. I like that right there actually, so we're going to leave that right there. Some cool off. Lay this back under our hot air gun. Make sure we're lined up. Try to get this out of the way for you a little bit again. Use something to gauge where my board's laying underneath this thing. Tilt it a little bit so it doesn't blow my part off the board. A little bit. Alright, that should be good. I'm going to start out at 750 degrees for 15 seconds. That's the low setting on the hot air gun. And then we'll bump it up to 1,000 degrees until it sets. You kind of got to eyeball it at this point since we're not using a scope, but you can see it set. I'll bump it up. And once you see it set till you're deep, you'll see the solder kind of go over all the pins. Like so. Get out of the way now. Pull this back out. Now we may have to do a little bit of touch up, not much, and we'll test it. Sorry about the scooting of the chair. Hopefully it doesn't hurt your ears too much. Back under here. See what we did. Sure beats drag soldering, right? Which I'll do a video on. I've done drag soldering on certain things, but never on a connector. Might have to touch up the top left a little bit. Camera. I hope it's still recording. Like that. That'll do it. Pull it out. As long as things don't melt my hands off. No clean flux, so I'm just going to leave the flux on for now for time's sake and test it. And that one component you did see fall off, we'll fix that too, but not in this. We're not going to do it in the video. We'll just put it back on with our hot iron. Now the board should be cooled down enough to take this off. I'd wait a little longer and let it cool down more. I wasn't trying to keep these videos short. I'm trying to keep these videos informational and short for you guys. I watch a lot of videos, and a lot of them are 45 minutes to 2 hours. And there's a lot of information given in that time, but there's a lot of steps that can be skipped and just straight into information. And that's what I'm trying to give to you guys. Just pure information, so you guys can get through the whole video and have learned something in a reasonable time manner. Because we all have busy lives. We can't sit there for super length of time. Hopefully one of these batteries is good. I've been having battery problems. connector's been coming in faulty. Oh, we're still recording. I believe this screen has been water damaged. Got a little streaking going on, it looks like. So we got touch. Yeah, the screen's got some water damage, so those are those lines you're seeing. Now let's just go in, see if everything's still working. Let's look at the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not grayed out. Wi-Fi is working. I don't know if this home button's all sunken in. I don't know if it's going to work for me or not. Oh, there's voice control. Get me out of here. Blah-diddy, blah-diddy, blah-diddy. Proximity's working. It's catching our voice. We'll play it back. And loudspeaker's working. Let me test the ear speaker. Ear speaker is working. Come on. There we go. What else is there to test? Volume's working. Vibrate's working. So that is how you do, it's called a cold swap for a plug-in connector, harvesting it off of a parts board. This repair is done, and we'll be ready to put that together once I put the Wi-Fi antenna on. I believe it was what I knocked off. Thanks for watching.